Hailey Van Lith, TCU star. I think the 11th pick in the WNBA draft. She got drafted by the Chicago Sky. She used to be teammates with Angel Reese, who is the star. I wouldn't call her the best player on the Chicago Sky. She's the star of the Chicago Sky. People are gossiping that Van Lith wants nothing to do with playing with Angel Reese again. He transferred after 1 year at LSU. And
after being picked 11th overall by the Chicago Sky, did Hailey Van Lith just give us one of the most uncomfortable introductions in WNBA draft history? Her reaction to reuniting with former LSU teammate Angel Reese had about as much excitement as someone watching a warm-up layup.
My goodness, the young lady out of TCU has been reunited with Angel Reese. Now, you may be like, well, what's the big deal there? Because she already got the hell away from her once. She escaped her once.
And just when it couldn't get more awkward, Hailey Van Lith took things up a notch, throwing live shade at Caitlin Clark on national TV. Is this shaping up to be the most uncomfortable rookie season the WNBA has ever seen? Could Van Lith be the unlikely link that finally brings Reese and Clark fans together? In mutual disbelief, we're breaking it all down. Buckle up, because this drama is just getting started.
With the 11th pick in the 2025 WNBA draft, the Chicago Sky select Hailey Van Lith, Texas Christian University.
When Hailey Van Lith was selected 11th overall by the Chicago Sky, her reaction on camera stood out, but not for the usual reasons. While most draftees were beaming with excitement, hugging family, and soaking in the moment, Van Lith looked visibly stunned. Her expression, which many fans interpreted as shock or even dread, quickly went viral. What should have been a night of joy at the 2025 WNBA draft instead became one of its most
Ready. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, the facial expression did look a little, I guess, uneasy.
While other draft picks celebrated with heartfelt hugs, triumphant fist pumps, and unfiltered joy, Hailey Van Lith's reaction painted a starkly different picture. When her name was called, it was as if she had just stepped into a waking nightmare. Despite a brief attempt to compose herself, the rawness of her initial reaction was unmistakable. Her smile wavered, her eyes widened, and an undeniable discomfort washed over her face. A viral post titled, "Hailey Van Lith, Smiling Through the Pain of Returning to Toxic Hell," quickly amassed over 6 million views, signaling that fans instantly picked up on the underlying tension. This wasn't just a routine draft moment. It marked a dramatic and emotionally charged reunion with former LSU teammate Angel Reese, with long-standing rumors hinting at deep-seated friction between the two.
Okay, good energy with Courtney Vandersloot. You can learn from her. You're paired back with Angel Reese. There's some good energy you can walk into in Chicago, right?
Oh, I love that energy. We're ready.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Her curt response when asked about reuniting with Reese, "Oh, I love that energy," carried all the sincerity of a rehearsed line, drawing instant comparisons to the overly curated vibe of Reese's workout videos. It didn't take long for critics to pounce. The clip spread like wildfire across social media, with fans mocking her tone, mimicking her delivery, and flooding the comments with eye-roll emojis and biting sarcasm. For many, it was the night.
Oh, I love that energy. She had a chance to drop. Great, Angel and I are familiar with each other from LSU. This is gonna be awesome. Just easy, natural comments to make. It's my understanding that every one of those teammates at LSU hated playing with Angel Reese.
Reese took to social media with the upbeat declaration, "We didn't do it right the first time. Let's run it back." While Van Lith looked like she'd rather be anywhere else. The contrast was jarring. Depending on how you read it, Reese's post was either naively oblivious to the underlying tension, or a calculated move meant to stir the pot. Either way, it piled on another layer of discomfort to a
Her facial expressions, like you saw them coming in to the video, her facial expressions were like, the F just happened to me.
After transferring from Louisville to join the reigning national champions in 2024, Hailey Van Lith's performance took a surprising downturn. The star guard, who once averaged nearly 20 points per game, saw her stats drop to just 11.6, while sharing the court with Angel Reese. What had previously been quiet speculation about her time at LSU came roaring back into the spotlight on draft night.
Look at this face. Look at this face. God bless her. I mean, the pain and anguish. That's not, I'm about to lose it and I'm happy to be drafted and all. No, let's not even go down that road. I think we all know better.
When asked about potential locker room issues during that season, LSU head coach Kim Mulkey's previously cryptic comments suddenly took on a whole new meaning. At the time, she had
You always have to deal with locker room issues. That's just part of coaching. In 40 years, I can never think of a time where I didn't have to deal with issues. That's what coaches do. Sometimes y'all know about them and sometimes you don't. Sometimes you want to know more than you're entitled to know. I'm going to protect my players, always. They are more important. It's like a family, Scott. Let me ask you this. If you do some disciplining of your own children, do you think we're entitled to know that?
The pieces really began to click into place following Angel Reese's mid-season absence and Hailey Van Lith's eventual transfer to TCU, a move widely seen as her way of escaping a toxic dynamic at LSU. By the time draft night arrived, it was clear that Van Lith's reaction went far deeper than basketball. It was a visceral moment rooted in mental health, personal growth, and the hard-earned right to choose her own path. As Jason Whitlock noted, Van Lith has been strikingly open about her struggles, even breaking down in tears on camera while reflecting on how healing her time at TCU had been. That's what made the Chicago pick land with such a sting. It felt like a cruel twist of fate, dragging her back into a chapter she had intentionally closed, a return not to a team, but to an environment she had fought to leave behind in order to rediscover herself.
That does not look like a girl that was excited to be selected where she was selected. And Jason, I think if I'm reading in between the lines, these two did not enjoy playing with each other the first time. So I don't know why either one of them would be excited to run it back. I think could there maybe, Jason, do I detect some potential jealousy maybe here between Angel Reese, who wants to be the central figure in every story that she's a part of, including the little feud, the beef between with her and Caitlin Clark?
The situation raises some tough questions for the Chicago Sky. Will the obvious tension between Hailey Van Lith and presumed franchise cornerstone Angel Reese disrupt team chemistry before the season even begins? What might have once been dismissed as fan speculation now feels like a legitimate concern. Etched clearly on Van Lith's face, on draft night, in their pursuit of a competitive roster, did the Sky just bring in a player who's already at odds with one of their key stars? The stakes are higher than...
I think Hailey would be reluctant to re-engage with a narcissist who was on a WNBA team last year that instead of trying to win games and compete, you would see them at the end of games, hey, Angel needs to score 4 more points and it'll take her about 7 to 8 to 10 shots to get there. And so they would shut down everything they do and feed the ball to Angel Reese at the end of the game so she could keep her double-double streak alive.
The concerns about team chemistry weren't just visible on draft night. They had been embedded in the statistical record long before Van Lith's expression said it all. When a player shifts from being a headline star to an afterthought, the numbers tell the full story of what was really happening behind the scenes. The drop in performance wasn't just a slump. It was a clear indicator of the tensions that had been simmering all along.
I think she's already experienced what's it like to play with Angel Reese, who is a narcissist and selfish, and my understanding, a nightmare for all teammates to deal with.